I just love that cake. I'm like, give me a piece of cake. Hey, everybody, I'm Guy. Welcome back. I hope, like I said, you're having a safe Memorial Day. We are here, and we've got great stuff for you. And this is brand new. You know I do Guys in the Garden, right? Or I used to do Guys in the Garden. We had our last show over the weekend. But I wanted to show you something that we had available that's brand new, and it comes to us from Belmont Garden. You know, they're the guys that bring us our wonderful fountains and all kinds of other great tools for in and around the garden. This is a brand new garden hose. And let me tell you, if you live in an apartment or a condo, or if you don't have a big giant house and don't have a big yard and you want something really, really beautiful, well made, that will last you years, trust me on this with this compact hose. It's brand new. And finally, somebody has created a hose, an expandable hose that's easy to store, that's lightweight, all right? It weighs a pound. It's a 40-footer, perfect for a condo, perfect for an apartment, perfect for right near the driveway. And you have your choice of colors. It comes in green gingham, or it comes in blue gingham. And you can see that it's actually a little checkered gingham. And this is the 40-foot hose right here. Look at how little space it takes up. We are doing it today for $32.95. I will tell you, I don't have a lot of these. We got them in late in our season, but the lovely and talented and amazing Lorna Coe is standing by over there in England, across the pond, as they say, and she's going to tell you all the great features about our brand new hose. Hello, my lovely.
Hi, Guy. Welcome back to my garden here in London, England. This is the launch of a brand new fireman-style professional hose. If your hose is like this, weighs a ton, cracks, splits, kinks in the hot sun or the cold, Belmont Garden, third-generation family business in San Diego, have the solution for you. So 40-foot of hose in the blue or the green gingham. It folds up when the water's out of it to the size of a dinner plate. A dinner plate, Guy. That's 40 foot. You can also store them in a bucket. You get the nozzle, which is a twist on, twist off. And to show you why this is so special, because this is brand new, as you say, we don't have many. So traditional garden hoses, they crack, they get a kink, and then they're useless. You've had some of those expanding ones, but the outers fray, they catch on things. Belmont Garden have taken the very same technology, polyurethane inner, that's going to stay freeze-proof up to -30 Fahrenheit with that high denier polyester outer. So it's kink-free, but it's flat when there's no water in it, weighs a pound, as you say, but then when you put the water through it, it cannot kink. The water keeps flowing. It's got a huge diameter and big twist-on, twist-off nozzle. It is so incredible, from misting up to high-powered jet spray. And wait till you see in a minute, Guy, when I take it out of my ice chest to show you how it doesn't freeze like normal hoses.
Well, you know what's really the brilliant part about it, in addition to how it's made and the multi-layer construction, is the fact that you did it in light colors, which makes such good sense. The problem with a lot of people will buy a garden hose and they buy one in dark green or blue, or they buy it in black, right? And they don't realize that when the sun hits that, that is what really affects the material that it's made of. And if it's a rubber hose or if it's a vinyl hose, if it's a darker color, that's where it's gonna get softer and it's gonna get those cracks. We did it in these light designer colors because we're like, listen, some people care about that. A lot of people are like, listen, this is gonna be, I'm gonna be washing my car, I'm gonna be watering my plants. I would like something that's nice to look at, but also they did it to lighten the color so that it reflects the sun. I don't know how many of you ever turn on a garden hose and the water is 180 degrees and you're like, oh my gosh, it's boiling hot. But it's lightweight, Lorna. I have never had a garden hose that weighs 1 pound. They're usually about 5 to 6 pounds. Some of them are 10 pounds. It really depends on what you need. And most people out there, Lorna, don't need 150 foot of garden hose. They need 25 to 50 feet. And this is perfect.
Exactly. It is, Guy, but you can connect more than one together if you wish, because you've got the connectors, you've got the nozzle, and this is truly kink-free. This slinks around your garden plants, your motor vehicles, your RVs, without damaging them. And at the end of the day, have you ever tried to struggle with a hose like this, winding it up? It's back-breaking work. With Belmont Garden, they are specialists in professional fireman-style hoses. So this will literally wind up in seconds. You can fit so many of these on a hose reel. And as you say, this is literally a pound in weight. So I can hold this with one finger, Guy, one finger. Now I'm going to go to my second camera because I want to show you why this is also so special. This has been sitting in my yard all day, okay, in ice. And this is a traditional green garden hose. This is actually frozen, solid. You can actually split that right now. But under all this ice in this ice bag here, well, let's try and find it. Right, lucky Dick, let me tip some of his eyes out. Here we go. So I have got my Belmont hose, and I want to show you at -30, and this has been in ice literally all day here in London, England. This remains flexible. It doesn't kink. It doesn't crack or split because you've got that flexible polyurethane liner, that high denier polyester outer, and those colours just make it extra special. They pop on the lawn, you can see them, but also, as you say, they reflect the sun. Now, Father's Day is coming up in June. Have you got a father who's got an old cracked hose like this and they'd rather get rid of it, get bin that? You can get a hose like no other that also connects to each other. So this is just to show you how incredible the technology is and why firemen use this kind of hose, because it's lightweight, it's strong, kink-free, flexible, takes up next to no storage space, because as I mentioned, this is a dinner plate for my kitchen. Guy, 40 foot of hose. It's the size of my dinner plate.
I think, Lorna, what happens is over time, we're just conditioned to think, okay, I got to buy the same hose that my dad has, you know, the same hose that his dad had. And I know my dad, you know, we lived up in Connecticut, so we got all 4 seasons. And he would get a garden hose probably every other year. He'd be like, they just don't last. They have memory, they're a hard plastic or a rubber, and if you bend them a few times, they get that line in them, and then before you know it, it's 90 degrees in the summertime, it gets soft, it melts away, and eventually it bursts. The fabric jacket is so much smarter. First of all, it moves almost like a snake. You see how it goes. It doesn't kink. You don't have to worry about it falling apart, right? Because it's woven. It's better looking. If you look at the gingham, it's a nicer hose to keep hanging outside, even though you could probably hide it, like you said, in the tiniest of buckets. We are giving you the fireman's spout to go with it, which means that you can graduate the amount of water that comes out of it. So if you're using it to water your garden or whether you're using it to wash your car, you're still getting that same efficiency out of the hose. But for me, as I said, Lorna, it's really nice to have a thing in your garden that actually looks nice and also is very functional.
Exactly. It's flat like a fireman's hose when you've got no water in it. You've got the twist on, twist off fireman style nozzle to flow, and you've got the green or the blue gingham for that added touch. But this is 1 pound in weight, but super strong, super flexible, kink-free. Join more than one together if you need it. You get the nozzle, 40-foot hose, brand new. Just like firemen use, there's a reason firemen use these super light, easy to manage hoses. So instead of 40 foot, which I can barely lift, I can literally store this 40 foot in a plant pot and be good to go. So Father's Day is next month, Guy. What a gift to give a father in your life.
Hey, listen, you can't give me enough garden hoses. I have them. Don't forget my house. Like I have a bib on one side of my house, and I've run things all over the place. So I've got them on both sides, and now I'll finally have one that looks nice. All right, Lorna, you're so sweet. Thank you so much for Skyping in.